Hey guys, it's Shanille Rose, and today is a very special day because I'm doing a Q&A, but it's not just like any ordinary kind of Q&A, because today is the 8th anniversary of me starting this YouTube channel. So to sort of celebrate that, I decided, I threw out a poll a little while ago on my YouTube asking if I should do a Q&A, and most of you said you would watch it, so I hope you are here watching this video because it would be awkward if you weren't. But yeah, before I get started with the actual questions and the answers, I want to thank everyone for either being subscribed to my channel or just staying around and watching my videos, because I recently hit 2,500 subscribers, which was super cool. When I first started this YouTube channel, I didn't really have a concept of subscribers or likes. I just really enjoyed playing piano, so I just put stuff out there for fun. And I remember, I think I put out Dollhouse by Melanie Martinez was like one of my first covers. And so, yeah, I'm just really thankful for all the support that you guys have given me over the years. And I've gotten to know a lot of you through the comments section or through following me on Instagram and DMing me. And it's been really cool to meet a lot of you guys. So again, just thank you so much, and let's get right into the questions. So we're gonna start with the OG, Isaac Gordon. He asked me, what is my favorite album of all time? Now this one's really hard because there are so many great albums out there that I have liked over the years, but I think it only makes sense since 21 Pilots is my all-time favorite band by a lot. I would have to say Trench is my favorite album right now. I know this wasn't really part of the question, but I do want to shout out some of my other favorite albums as well. So, Misadventures by Pierce the Veil, beautiful. The album 5 by Maroon 5, or you can call it V, but it's called 5 because, you know, 5. Too Weird to Live, Too Rare to Die by Panic, another classic. Thriller by Michael Jackson, Ultralife by A Wonder, I have that, the record, the vinyl for that, oh, love it. Hollywood's Bleeding by Post Malone, I love that album so much. There are hundreds of other albums that I love, but those would probably be the top at this point in time right now, but it changes a lot. So yeah, there you go. Next question from Anthony was, what was your favorite birthday year? I would say my favorite birthday year was my last birthday, which was my 20th birthday. My birthday is on September 30th, and I was born in 2000, so I will say it is great being born in 2000 because my age always matches up with the year. Well, not always, because like before September, like I'll always turn, what, am I making any sense? In 2020, I turned 20. In 2025, I'm gonna turn 25. Like, it's easy to keep track of how old I am. I don't have to do any weird subtraction and stuff. But anyway, I would say my 20th birthday was my favorite birthday because even though it was in quarantine and I couldn't go out and party and do crazy things like I totally normally do, but I spent the day with my family, and I spent the day like hanging out with my friends virtually and spending time with people who were really awesome. And I don't know, it was all just like a blur, I guess, but it was so much fun. Like, I was so in the moment. It was such a fun day, and yeah, it was definitely my favorite birthday year. And I got some really like amazingly thoughtful gifts from some of my best friends. It was just so sweet of them, like, you know, Marissa and Grace, and they're just the sweetest people, and oh, I love them. Anyway, I can't wait to see my friends in person again, but yeah, it was just a really amazing day. Alright, Pebbles12 asked, what instruments do you know? This is a long list. Alright, so we've got piano. You guys know that. Electric and acoustic guitar, I'll just count those as one, as guitar. Drums, ukulele, cello, piccolo. These are in the order that I've acquired them to, I think. So yeah, ukulele, cello, piccolo, and then pretty new in the family is my kalimba, and then most recently is the trombone. Trombone's super fun. I don't have much experience with brass instruments, but it has been very fun to learn about it. So that is what I am currently learning at the moment. Another OG question. Hey, I'm Nate, said, what is your favorite passion or hobby outside of music? So this might be a surprise to a lot of you who don't know me, but I'm really passionate about personal finance, and a lot of my friends think I'm weird, but I really like personal finance. I spent quarantine looking into retirement accounts. I finally opened a Roth IRA. It was really cool learning about it. I love doing my taxes. I'm just really weird, but yeah, tax season's coming, so I'm excited for that. Yeah, I really like, I like investing in the stock market. I recently moved my funds from Robinhood to Vanguard. I did that before all the Robinhood drama, but that was just because I was looking for more long-term investing and not day trading. I could go on and on about stocks, but I really do enjoy learning about the stock market and just finance in general. I also enjoy vibing, hanging out with my friends, reading the Bible, especially Proverbs. Proverbs is a really good book. Aircube Music said, alright, we have another one from Isaac Gordon. Also, thank you to the people who asked more than one question. I don't know, a lot of your guys' questions were really good. I took questions on YouTube and then I also posted something on Instagram. So I will be having questions from both YouTube and Instagram, just so you know. But yeah, Isaac Gordon said, what is your process for learning songs so fast? Honestly, the main thing I can credit is experience, because just years after years of songs coming my way and sitting down and trying to learn them, you start to find patterns that develop between certain songs, and you can kind of use those patterns to figure out songs in the future. That will really help you. A lot of like chord progressions, patterns, melody patterns, things like that. So if I'm handed a song that I haven't heard before and I want to learn it, I usually sit down, close my eyes, put in headphones. That is a key part of learning how to play songs by ear, because you want to hear everything that goes on in the background and you want to hear it clearly. So I put in headphones, usually close my eyes and just listen to the song a couple times, and if it's an easy one, if it kind of stands out on its own and it's really catchy, I only really need to listen to it once. If it's one of those trickier ones, then a few times will do. Sometimes I need to listen to it all day, depending on the song. Weirdly enough, sometimes I can close my eyes and just kind of not see the notes like come up, but I just kind of have a weird feeling like that's an A. And it's weird because I don't have perfect pitch, but I don't know what it is, because I don't have perfect pitch. You can like play a note and I might know what it is, but I might not. So it's sometimes I just know, sometimes I don't know, so I need to mess around with the keyboard a little bit. So after practicing and messing around, finding the right chord progression and then finding the melody, and sometimes I learn the melody first because it's easier. Sometimes I learn the chords first. It really just depends on the song. It usually takes me about 20 to 60 minutes to get down. And then sometimes I'll post it then if I'm happy with it after the 60 minutes or before then. But if I'm not happy with it, then it'll usually take me a few more hours, sometimes even days, to just really perfect it and then feel comfortable posting it to YouTube. Oh yeah, total side note, I just want to say I took questions from the Q&A section of YouTube that I put out, and then I also went back and looked at commonly asked questions just from the past, like years ago, because a lot of questions I haven't gotten around to answering just in general, and so I wanted to address those in this video as well. So you might see some questions that have been asked like a while ago. Alright, Nate said, do you ever see yourself doing drum streams in the future? I don't know, maybe a while from now, if I ever feel comfortable with improvising and I'm really comfortable with all aspects of the drum kit. With piano it's cool because I'm comfortable with all the keys pretty much, and I could improvise with any key. And so it's very easy to just kind of go along. And there's also that melody aspect of it, which keeps it interesting for the viewers. I definitely think there are very talented drummers out there who have done drum live streams. I've seen them on Reddit. And I think that is something that I'm personally not ready for yet, but that would be very cool if one day I would feel comfortable enough with the whole drum kit to put that out sometime. Maybe a while in the future. Frank says, do you remember me? Frank, of course I remember you. I could not forget you. You're one of my earliest subscribers, and yeah, of course I remember you, Frank. Pebbles12, again, do you prefer writing with a pencil or a pen? Pen, 100%. Pen is the way to go. It's smooth, it's beautiful, it's lovely, it's silky, it's perfect. Always pen. I don't know how to pronounce your name 100%. It's like Payi, but you asked 3 questions, so I will address each of those. First question is, how old are you? I'm currently 20 years old as of today. Second question, what's your least favorite AJR song? I would have to say Thirsty, because it's just I listen to it if I want a good laugh or like I want a yodel or something like that. Yodel, yodel. Yodel, yodel. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't really like that song too much. It's like it's like Taco Bell Saga. Like I'll listen to it for fun, but I won't listen to it just to like sit down and listen to it, you know? It's not my favorite song, that's for sure. And then the third question was, at what age did you get started with the piano? I got started with the piano roughly 8 years old, roughly. It might have been 7, might have been 9, but I just usually go with 8. So I've been playing for about a dozen years now. Helpy and I also asked 3 questions. So the first one was, what song do you think is the most fun to play on the piano? I would say the most fun song that I enjoy playing on the piano is Bloody Tears. I'll have a cover of it linked up if you want to check out how passionate I get when I play that song. but that is probably my favorite song. Like if a stranger were to come and ask me to play for them, that's probably what I would play. I also really like playing Bohemian Rhapsody just because of how difficult it is, and it's very special to me because I conclude every single one of my live streams with that song. So yeah, all you people who tune into my live streams, you'll know that. The next question was, do you watch any TV shows, and if so, what are your favorites? I actually don't watch TV. When I was in junior high, I'd watch like Jessie and Dog with a Blog and Austin and Ally, like, you know, Flip, those Switch. But I really don't watch TV anymore. I just try to, I'm more into other media. I do watch hockey though, so yeah, it's hockey season right now, so I have been watching that. I'm a huge Calgary Flames fan, even though they have not been doing that well this season, but you know, I was born there, so gotta support my team. Alright, and then the last question was, what is your all-time favorite song? I just want to play it for you because it's it's a really special song to me. Fun fact, I actually spent a full hour learning Russian so I could sing that song. I can sing it. No, I'm not gonna sing it for this video, but yeah, I was on FaceTime with Marissa and it was crazy. So no, my all-time favorite song is actually Mirrors by Justin Timberlake, just because of the significance it has to me. That song has always been one of my favorites because it just resonated with me in middle school, high school, college. It's just a really, really good song. It really gets to my heart, so yeah, that song for sure. The Cinco 7th grader vlogs asked, what's your favorite AJR song that Ryan sings in? And I would have to say Growing Old on Bleecker Street, because, well, Growing Old on Bleecker Street is one of my favorite AJR songs anyway, and so he does happen to sing in that, so that would be my answer for that. Charles asks, what is your favorite 21 Pilots song? My favorite 21 Pilots song is actually a tie between Taxi Cab and Doubt, and I know Doubt gets a lot of hate. I don't know why. I guess it's just because how like electronic it is and the vocal edits, but I really like it. Doubt is actually my ringtone. It's been my ringtone for a couple years now, and I don't think it will, okay, it might not be, but at some point, but I really like it. And Taxi Cab has a lot of really special memories to me. It reminds me of every single time that I've ever cried. So it's just a very special song, and I really love the lyrics and the message behind it. So those would be my two favorite 21 Pilots songs. Pebbles 12 again, pineapple on pizza. Absolutely, yes, pineapple goes on pizza. It is so good, especially if it's dipped in ranch or like the garlic thing that the Domino's, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Domino's pizza, but depending on where you live, they have this garlic dip. Is it garlic? I don't know, you guys might have to correct me. It's like butter, it looks like butter, I don't know, but it's really good. But yes, pineapple goes on pizza. Alright, El Diseño de Todo asks, what is your favorite chord? My favorite chord is D. I talked about this in my last live stream if you were there, but I have some more details to elaborate on that chord. So obviously, like, the D chord's great. It's also my favorite key. So D, F sharp, and the A, beautiful. But if you add the C sharp like up in there and just to like add a little mix, ooh, that's like the death of me, you know? Ooh, so good. All right, and then Hey I'm Nate decided to come back with some more questions from his other account, so that's totally cool too. So Junamu, these were your 3 questions. First question was, what song or songs have had the greatest impact on your life? And I'm just gonna answer with one song, and I'm gonna say Space Song by Beach House, because it always finds a way to play in the most like crucial, emotional, and raw moments of my life. Okay, next question, how many years have you been playing each instrument? This one, these might be wrong because I don't remember the exact date that I started, but I tried to match it up with like pictures of me playing them and try to like figure out how long it's been. So here we go. So piano, I've been playing piano for 12 years. Guitar, I've been playing for 9 years. Drums, I've been playing for 2 years. A little over 2 years, I think. Ukulele has been 6 years. Cello has been 3 years, although I don't practice cello that much. So I have been trying to do that more over quarantine. And then piccolo, kalimba, and then trombone are all less than a year. So that is roughly an estimate of how long I've been playing each instrument for. Okay, and Nate, you're very funny. Your last question was, do you have any big projects coming up? And yes, I do have a big project coming up. You're in it, so, and you already know that. I guess I should touch on it. Should I? Isaac, Nate, and I are doing something cool. I don't know if it's what you guys expect, but it's gonna be cool. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about it. Okay, now we're gonna go to the Instagram questions. So the first two that I want to go over are from some of my friends, Sebastian and Grace, and they both asked very similar questions, so I'm including them together. But what has been one of the greatest lessons you've learned from doing YouTube? And then the next one was, what are some of the greatest lessons you've learned about yourself while doing YouTube? The biggest lesson I've learned about just doing YouTube is that the more your channel grows, the more hate you're gonna get, I guess. You know, you can't really expect to get more subscribers, get more views, get more viewer interaction with your content without getting any negative comments or dislikes. I remember when I know I've gotten a few kind of rude comments, and it's just one of those things, like, you can't make everyone happy. There's always going to be people who aren't too happy with the things you post and who will provide criticism in not a constructive way or just spam dislikes on your video, and that's just the way it is. I mean, that's kind of life in general. You can't make everyone happy in anything you do. So that was something I had to learn through doing YouTube. Yeah, I would say the greatest lesson I've learned about myself was that I'm not as shy as I thought I was. You know, there's people who know me as the quiet, shy girl, which is not really who I am. I just kind of thought I was that because I was really reserved. But YouTube, especially live streams and making videos where I've had to talk in front of cameras and get used to that, is something that I used to be very, very intimidated by, and then I realized it's not so bad after you get used to it for a while. And yeah, I'm just not as shy as I thought I was. So that was a cool lesson to learn about myself, I guess. Airkeep Music said, have you ever thought about making a vlog channel? I have thought about making a vlog channel actually, but I've realized I don't post that much personal content, but when I do, like for example this video, or I have a video called Goose Paradise, which is just me running around with my sister and some friends and talking about geese or something. But just videos like that I like posting on this channel because they're infrequent and it just gives a little like backstory, what's it called, like just a little insight into my life that I really don't mind posting to this channel every once in a while, especially since I'm not spamming content like that. I feel like if I ever were to spam content like that, then at that point I might make a vlog channel. By the way, if you would ever like to see more videos like that, let me know in the comments, because I haven't really made that many because quarantine, I haven't been out and doing stuff, but maybe at some point. Alright, my friend Genesis asked, what made you want to start YouTube? This is actually a really funny story because it wasn't like I thought, oh, like, wow, YouTube's so cool, I want to start doing YouTube. I was 12 and my mom was like, oh, like, let me film you play piano or something like that and put it on YouTube, which YouTube was big, but it wasn't like as huge as it is now, for sure. So I played Dollhouse by Melanie Martinez, and my mom posted it to her YouTube channel, which is under her name, and I don't think it's up anymore. But that video performed so well. Like, it got thousands of views. It was actually like, it got more views than most of my videos have today on this channel, like to this day. Like, it performed amazingly well, and I think it's because there just wasn't a lot of Melanie Martinez hadn't blown up yet at that point in time. She was like still she was big, but she wasn't as big as she is today, and I don't think there were many covers of her song at that point in time, and so that video just like went crazy with like thousands of views. And then my mom was like, wow, like, that's really cool, you should start like putting out more videos. And I was like, okay, like, views, I don't really care, I just like making videos, this is gonna be really fun. Then I found a really, how do I say this? It was really cool to video edit and produce videos and work on like behind the scenes content. And so I really enjoyed that, and so that kind of pushed me to keep going with YouTube when I started taking it a little more seriously. Right, Mercy asked, what has been your favorite instrument to learn so far? And I would definitely say the last instrument that I picked up, which is trombone, because it is just so much fun. I don't have much experience with brass instruments like I mentioned earlier, but it is just so much fun. Yeah, I don't know, it's really funny too, because, you know, when you start off and you're horrible at it, it just sounds really funny, and then I'll like play trombone and then it'll sound horrible and then I'll burst out laughing, and then I can hear my family laughing in like the other room. Ooh, Marissa asked me some questions. Alright, so she asked, explain your two majors and, wait, what? Explain why you chose your two majors and what is your ideal career choice? Great question, Marissa. Alright, for those of you who don't know, I am a junior at Arizona State University right now, and I'm double majoring in business information security and business communication. I initially in high school wanted to do something related to programming and be like really techie and, you know, fun with code stuff and coding. And so I picked up business information security as my only major at that time. And then I realized I don't really like coding as much as other areas of business, although I still want to have a great skill set in that. So I kept my major the same. I added a double major, business communication, because I thought, well, I have a major in the technical side. I want to have a major in the people side as well, so they can complement each other very well and hopefully, you know, do me some good. And is that the right way to say it? To benefit me in my career. My ideal career choice is actually not a title because I don't really know. I like the idea of being a business analyst or a data analyst, but until I really do something like that in an actual career position, I don't know. I don't have that experience behind me to say that that's what I enjoy. So right now I'm not sure, but that's the direction I'm going in. Marissa also asked, what's 2 plus 2? Easy. Iced latte, half milk. Don't forget the espresso, please? Question mark? Yes. Don't forget the espresso. 10_ Jimenez said, I don't know if I said that right, but do you still do art? And if you do, what is your latest piece? I don't do art like seriously often anymore. I still do Lion King sketches here and there, like in my journal. I'll just draw like because I used to like draw a lot of Lion King stuff. So I do that every once in a while. The last art piece that I did a lot of effort, like I put a lot of effort in, was around mid-quarantine, so like not mid-quarantine, but like early quarantine, summer last year, and it was based on 2 of my favorite villagers in Animal Crossing, which are Biscuit and Shep, so I will have that on the screen somewhere for you to critique or admire. It's up to you, but I really enjoyed making that piece, so yeah, and that was cool. Alright, Cyrus asked me, what would be your message to small creators on YouTube? And well, first of all, that's a great question. And I would say just don't do YouTube to get views, because it really shows and it comes across as disingenuous, if that's the right word, not authentic. It's just very surface level. You know, you can tell when creators are out there creating just to get views, just to blow up. And I'm not saying like I don't care about views. You know, the analytics in YouTube are very important if you value that. And it's good to take a look at how you're doing, and the numbers, of course, are a good measure of that. But don't make that your sole purpose for creating, because it just, first of all, you'll run dry, you'll lose your passion, you won't want to do it anymore, especially if, you know, you're not performing as well as you wanted to. You have to have that like inside drive that really gets you to keep creating because you want to, not because you want to grow your channel necessarily. Okay, this is the last question/questions, and this is from like 1 million people, and it's do you have sheet music? A lot of sheet music for a lot of covers. So yeah, I just wanted to address that all here, since we're all here, you know, we might as well talk about it. I really do appreciate the people who have asked to either buy or have or just ask for sheet music, because it just means a lot to me. Like, I appreciate that you enjoyed the cover enough to ask. Unfortunately, I do not have sheet music for, I don't think, any of my covers. Maybe Kanan and D, you can find that somewhere on the internet. But I learn all my covers, for the most part, 95% of my covers by ear. Yeah, unfortunately I do not have any sheet music. I apologize. That might change one day, but no, I don't think it will. But I am working on tutorials. I tested out doing a tutorial for the first time. I did it of Past Lives by Born, so I will have that linked somewhere if you haven't seen that yet. Let me know what you think. I'm very new to tutorials, and I don't know if I should keep going with them or try some new strategies. So we'll definitely continue with that, maybe. Why did I say definitely, maybe? I don't know. But yeah, no sheet music, unfortunately. So I apologize about that. I wish I could, but it's just not somewhere where I am currently with creating music and things like that. And that concludes this amazing Q&A. I just want to thank everyone who took the time and effort to write a question or many questions on YouTube and on Instagram. It was just a cute little thing I wanted to do to celebrate my 8 years with this channel and with all of you. I just want to thank all of you who have taken the time in the past or now to comment or leave likes or subscribe, or even just sit down and watch like 20 seconds of one of my videos, because it means a lot to me that you would take the time to do that. And it's been a crazy journey, and it is not going to stop anytime soon. So yeah, that concludes this Q&A. I really appreciate all of you, as I mentioned a million times, and I will hope to see you guys in the next video, which will be very soon, very soon. So yeah, that's all for this time. Stay safe as always. Oh, this chair creaks. Stay safe as always. Please get enough sleep tonight, and I'll see you guys in the next one.